can claim the Aegis.
The battle
I've seen a lot of
begins.
TIs, Cap. We are going back 12 editions of this right now. We have seen lower bracket runs. We've seen upper bracket runs. We have seen First Bloods. We have seen Roshans. But one thing is absolutely clear to me right now at TI 12, in the heart of Dota in Seattle, these two teams are undoubtedly the best two teams in the world right now. And both of them are absolutely terrifying.
And that's exactly why Gamin Gladiators stack the bounty runes, but they fail to be able to claim the first blood.
That they are no slouches when it comes to the first 10 minutes, particularly the laning phase.
Yes, this laning phase is going to be the ultimate test for this best of 5. It's going to be a long journey to get through this finals. And who walks away winning this laning phase could just end up winning the entire thing, as Maposhka will end up going down. Tofu finally claims first blood for Gamin Gladiators.
And this is a familiar objective. Play with that Bear's timings. But I like what Spirit have brought out here in game 1, right? These are a lot of heroes that are not afraid to skirmish early and take it straight back to you.
Death against Tofu will end up hoping to get the kill onto Tofu, but will end up falling into the end. And Ace is gladly going to be able to dive a bit more onto Maposhka. They're definitely winning this lane. They're walking away with it a bit.
And that's going to be fast over corrosion for the Bear. That's going to give him a lot of chase down potential in this lane.
He's still going to find it. Maposhka, he has that extra little bit of heal. They end up dying the Bear. That's going to be 300 gold over to Yatoro, but Ace can keep up that pressure with a fresh resummon.
Big turnaround for Yatoro, honestly. This lane was looking a little grim if you get Ace to that fast over corrosion, which has just taken over a lot of these lanes. All of a sudden, you get a Bear kill back. A lot of golden XP for Yatoro. He can start to regain momentum in this lane. This is a very strong lane for Team Spirit. Tree Weaver. There's not much that beats this, so this just shows how strong this off lane is for Gaming as well. They're
it would be such a massive win if they could actually bring down Ace, but Yatoro's going to have to try and go for Tofu instead, who gave up his own life to be able to kill the bug on Ace to protect his core. He does die, but if Yatoro gets caught by an entangle here, it's going to be a heavy punish, but not afraid, turns around, battles back against that Bear, knowing Ace still has some time.
Either get some trades, be ready to defend them with the towers. This Beastmaster can trade on the map. That's another objective that Team Spirit can look for as this game progresses.
I feel like out of all the players on Gamin Gladiators, it's definitely Doraccio.
That's a resummon.
Yeah, it is. Ace, he'll lose yet another Bear, and Yatoro's just climbing up the network chart now. A laning phase that started off a bit bad for them, but now they've got a full 20-second window with no Bear, so they should easily be able to get most of the CS.
As much as possible to Team Spirit's advantage. Give them that breathing room. And of course, this is a true protector lineup. We're talking about these objectives. Something Gaming's focused on. You can keep your towers up. Living armor.
The double slows are going to help here. And Quinn's going to come back into this play. Sees an opportunity, but going wall. The two supports are already dead, though. And there's no way for this puck to change the matchup now.
Out of the lane. I feel like every time you make one of these aggressive moves on Gamin in the early game, you're pretty happy with it, right? Because it means they're not going to Ace, they're not pushing your tower, and then things like this can start to happen where another kill for Yatoro. He is absolutely out of control.
Oh, and their carry's going to be in trouble as well. Both cores in big trouble here on the side of Gamin Gladiators, and no TP rotations coming in. So they're just going to run down Doraccio. Do they dive the tower, though? It's a bit scary, and they've run out of resources. So Doraccio lives, but only on the sliver of HP, and it's not doing him much good either. He's going to have to make a run back to the fountain, very likely.
In fact, they're just going to bring everybody up here. Try and go on Ace again. This is when the Lone Druid is susceptible.
Perfect opportunity with the Bear now being put on cooldown. They have done serious damage to Ace, killing him so many times, and even maybe catching Tofu here. Selly's going to try and slow him down, but that's two supports without a real stun. They're just going to back away, though. Bottom lane, that was the rotation coming out from Quinn. Mira left a bit alone here as the Beastmaster went for the Lotus instead. Good separation there with Shard, and Quinn doesn't feel like diving too deep. This ain't really put to use that Rolling Thunder super well. He's going to try for it anyway, perhaps. Going to force out the Primal Roar. Collapse now going to try and back away with that extra bit of movement speed. Does get hit by the Dark Hunter ultimate. That's going to slow him down enough. Good snowball pickup from Mira that buys him a couple seconds, but Quinn is going to follow that ball. He is perfect. He's going to turn. Be able to hit him both. The Swashbuckle isn't enough, though. And Doraccio and Quinn are now in trouble. Caught by the coil. Laurel going to lock him down, and there's not much these supports can do to stop it. In fact, they're just going to feed right alongside the other two of Gamin Gladiators as Team Spirit in a 5-man move sweep over Gamin Gladiators, run them down underneath their towers, and even through the portal, Tofu will be denied that exit. Instead, he'll head back to the fountain after a triple kill for Yatoro.
And it's deadly. Trian's going to give you sustain to just push through a lot of this poke damage. You're also missing the support ults. Orta and Silence are not too strong with it.
Oh, got the first silence on it. If they can keep it in place, the dead shot moves him back in. They have to use the global, but it will get the job done. A huge kill streak going the way of Ace. Kind of swamped where Team Spirit want to be able to run over Gamin Gladiators, take these outer towers so they can disrupt that ancient farming. They're going to go straight to it. No hesitancy whatsoever. Immediate quote. But they don't really have the strength to be able to bring it down just yet. Protected by all of Gamin Gladiators, who, again, they saw Team Spirit in the bottom lane show up as 5. They will do the same here in the mid lane. Quinn looks to find his mark, looks to see if he can drive right on through and straight to Maposhka. They'll find him here in the corner, clear out most of the trees, but Laurel's actually going to bounce back in here.
They're going to retake the fight.
Maposhka's going to stand and fight as best he can, but they pick off Ace immediately. Laurel trying to make his way out. Oh, the silence! Maybe he gets clipped again. He's dead! Couldn't jump to his orb in time. Yeah, they get Ace, but it does cost them quite a bit as Laurel was a big piece of the momentum for Team Spirit here.
You can see the aggressiveness they're trying to play with this Beastmaster right now. They're taking the push, not playing defense at all. And once more, the aggression continues. No rolling thunder for Quinn right here.
Global sounds to try and protect him. Another swashbuckle up in a second. He's actually going to turn and fight as best as possible, but the puck is going to be the end of Quinn. I thought he was going to swashbuckle down and away from the trees.
Did not go for living armor points early. Hasn't even needed them at this point. And all 3 tier 1s are up. Another aggressive coil play.
Tofu with the calling, trying to protect Mira just outside of that silence. Use the snowball, trying to get some distance. Nice dead shot, though. Actually hit Laurel in the background.
Yeah, but the exchange on the other side of the map, Ace, global silence that's coming out. You mean have a lot of tools to lock down these mobility heroes if they can find them. Right now, Maposhka just doing some scouting.
2 minutes spot Maposhka, but there's nowhere for him to really run. He knows it too. He's definitely been caught, but he got some good information. Information that'll lead to the pickoff on Ace. He saw all those heroes and he said, guys, this lone druid is alone in the top lane again.
I mean, eventually. Look towards that second Roshan with it, get the spell and debuff immunity up for the silences that are causing them problems in the fight. Then you're not too worried about anything as Quinn is getting shredded by the death
Yeah, even if you get out the Rolling Thunder, the physical damage from Yatoro is too much for him to handle. Tofu was kind of desperate, wanted to be able to get that kill on Mira, maybe trying to take away the Aegis, but frankly, he doesn't do nearly enough damage right now to deal with this carry, even on low HP like this. Missed the dead shot on Mira. Managed to sidestep that one, and they'll die Tofu pretty easily. Toro does manage to get off the timeline ever so barely. Meanwhile, Celery's picked off in mid. Team Spirit, they are absolutely outplaying Gamin Gladiators right now on the map. Once the Aegis expires, because this is going to be another team fight, and perhaps another objective taken. 21 minute with some room coming up. Tormentor, an object as well. Silence already going out. They're trying to lock down the Sweeper, trying to stop him from killing anybody. He gets off the time lapse though. Forces a little bit of the resources out of Gamin Gladiators, just throwing some damage around. Laurel looking at that back line.
You got to be careful of giving Duracho these good flak targets up front, as they're going to trade a bunch of the Bears' HP.
They're still looking for Maposhka over here.
They played slow. Aegis out in 50 seconds, so you have to think about the timer here.
Look at that burst damage. Quinn caught by the coil and instantly killed by Yatoro. And you can feel it. Yatoro seeing an opportunity. They're going to be able to cut down Celery. And now he goes in for the kill. The Aegis does expire, but the rest of his team provides to this table. Second life comes back up. He's going to shred through Ace. Looks over to Tofu next. Now, last left, perhaps Duracho trying to run him down. Duracho doing his best he can, but up against 3 different cores, he can't actually fight back. He has to pull away. Oh, missing out on the dead shot. Yatoro is unstoppable. He's just diving to the base like it's nothing.
You just think about it again. 30 HP is the only thing that'll save you from this man right now.
Okay, and take this fight.
Yatoro just time-lapse to the fountain and back to get his BKB. He will not have time-lapse for this fight because I don't need it.
With the 3-man coil. It's looking beautiful. Yatoro's right in there with his fresh BKB. Delay the damage in these cores. Once again, Ace has no chance with the bear. And of course, the Beastmaster's going to lock down that ball. You're not going anywhere, Quinn. They're going to catch more. Tofu's going to be the last one down. Duracho only survives because of his TP.
Everything coming together. Triple BKB instantly revealed all together on the exact fight Maposhka sets up. It's just beautiful gameplay here from Team Spirit, and Gaming still searching for answers because he can't build up yet.
So he doesn't have the sustain to be able to stand toe-to-toe against the Weaver for too long, Ace.
I don't know if you know what's coming for you right now, but you're not going to like it.
It's going to be a shot to the back of the head. Gone! Blown away by Yatoro, and they catch Quinn in the mid lane. They don't need Utoro to make this kind of play. Laurel activates his BKB to catch the opposing mid laner. And with 2 dead, a double damage activated.
Plus the Swarm, plus the AC, which is going to amp this physical through the roof right now, which makes this high ground seems a lot more tempting.
Here goes to the jump. BKB immediately activated by Dyrachyo, but there's that physical damage. Dyrachyo, he can't actually stand up against Utoro and has to back away to the back. Utoro, yeah, he's just going to go for it. See if he can and he got it! Oh, no way! The final bit of damage required. Utoro can claim it.
Utoro, boss. This man knows no fear, no limits right now. He's just taking your base, and 30 minutes of position Gamin is used to putting their opponents in. The news has been full taut here as Team Spirit have just given them nothing of the map, it feels like, for 15-20 minutes. Ace can't even escape the tier 3s right now. Just have to take a high ground defense without your carry. Watch another lane disappear.
Yeah, I don't see how they stop this without Dyrachyo.
That was incredibly impressive, actually, but it will not yield them the fight. It'll be a second lane.
2 lanes barracks up for Team Spirit. And they still have a minute and a half left on that second line.
Tuskags in this game. I mean, Mira's quite farmed.
Oh, yeah.
You're talking about a high ground break mechanism. They really get in the stalemate, and he's going to kick someone out. And Utoro just runs straight into them.
BKB turns around. Oh, man, that damage is just building up so quickly. Quinn's got it in an instant. So is the Bear. Dyrachyo battling up against Laurel, but the big bad boss of the fight is definitely Utoro. And once he turns his eye on a hero,
absolutely over.
Game over for this one. Team Spirit making absolutely no qualms about shutting Gaming Gladiators out in their own style. 33 minutes and it's done.
Such a one-sided game. Get to that late game once again against Gaming, who have continually punished teams for the greed, for the slowness, for the willingness to go to 60 to 70 minutes. They just don't want to let you get there. But here they've gone for kind of a hybrid draft, right? Going for Morphling in their own hands on Dyrachyo, a hero he is perhaps more infamous for side lane tier 1s. Then suddenly the Penguin can come in with a counter gank and the Rolling Thunder and turn things around. You're really happy with that type of gameplay here. Because again, you're farming it up. You got Magnus Faceless Void. You know Gamin are going to go into you.
This is a hard duo to match up against. You throw that Inkswell on the Magnus.
No roam coming in early here. Just way too high on the HP to make it look enticing. Side lanes. Vital to your game plan. Still, he's just going to go for it.
Here comes the rotation, though. Mira gets to the Inkswell underneath the tower, but he stops him midway through the charge, and Quinn, caught underneath the tower, will die.
Sometimes greed is good, and sometimes you get punished for it. Mira happy to counter that. Every time one of these supports makes a move, you need to create the pressure somewhere else. And you can't come on and get the number, get Toro, put back into the silence.
Oh, time locks up now. He's still kind of in a sticky spot here. Gaming Gladiators are going to try and run him down. They're going to throw the ball. Oh, they'll make the difference. He's going to show up with that Rolling Thunder. Who's going to finish off the 2 supports? He'll be collecting some heads here.
Even the Wolf gets the hits in.
Up there on the corner, but that's okay. The swashbuckle will finish the job.
A lot of XP going into the Pango and the Ench down here. Utoro, a little sad he died there and doesn't get it for himself. It should be minimal in FTI Grand Final, I want to say.
Good D-ward there. That'll help because Quinn wants to be able to make moves, particularly with this Arcane Rune, which he's going to put to use now. Caught him mid-shield crash. So that ability no longer there with the 2 support rotations. It's easy to kill Laurel.
The earlier you get aggressive obs out, the happier you're going to be when that period comes. Another power rune should be secure from Quinn here.
Oh, these runes are getting a little crazy. Oh, that skewer plays against Collapse as he does a ton of damage onto himself thanks to the trample from Quinn. Blocked out by his own Sprout, though. He's going to try and get to the other side of this cliff. Laurel does hop down to chase after him, though. Ace does have the reincarnation here, but it looks like Team Spirit want to try and burn it away from him. The Skeletons will push back, though. Well, Brother does chased away.
Brother against brother here. Whose skeletons are better?
Right now, it's going to be Quinn trying to jump in, but immediately stopped by Laurel. Once again, with the counter initiation, Quinn's trying to get out of here, but he's going to be caught. The Inkswell plus the Sans is going to try and trample his way over the left-hand side. And he is slowed down, pulled back in by Collapse, though. Oh, but a Chronosphere actually locking away these two other cores right in front of this tower. Celery's trying to stop him now as they turn back around onto Ace, trying to finish him up. There goes that reincarnation. Dyrachyo doesn't have much mana to work with, and on the fresh life, Ace is going to be pulled back underneath that tower again, just like Quinn. They are in trouble now. Dyrachyo's under this one as well, surrounded by 5 heroes. He's going to start desperately morphing in his shrink and try and wait for him over the left-hand side, but with all of this damage, he just cannot get far enough away. Gamin Gladiators will lose all 3 of their cores.
Really outscale him. Now, a lot can happen in those fights. This lineup from Gamin can scale very hard. We've seen Primal Beast go very deep. Later game 1, but
stun, follow-up silence,
of course,
too many heroes.
That can also happen.
Yeah, this is the move the Gamin Gladiators, they were trying to play off this, being able to get numbers movement, right? Like the Primal Beast and the Nature's Prophet.
Am I allowed to say that? Farming up the entire map. He will match him.
Oh, Laurel is essentially there to grab him. Mira can stop some of this though. Goes out of silence, thinks well. Oh, so much burst damage though. Celery hit him big with that one. He got up the shield crash though.
No way.
Those shields are keeping him alive. They need a bit more damage, but now he's TPing away. Goodbye.
There you watching? That's how it's done.
Oh no, Gamin Gladiators gotta feel so bad about that against this guy because he is closing in on the Lincolns fast.
Not crisp enough. Laurel walks it off. I think he even misclicked his swashbuckle there.
Dyrachyo on the edge of the Chronosphere. Now that's an idea. Team Spirit said, oh, used all those resources.
Objective they won and claim it for free. There's no way you're fighting them without those big ults off cooldown. Without Collapse being stronger, Skewer on Skewer play. You're coming with me.
Skewer up into the TP point from Quinn. Collapse, as long as he keeps the damage on him, he's not going to be able to blink away, and Quinn will finish the job. Great move from Dyrachyo. Those are the kind of plays you need to see here. You want to be able to take down the best team at this tournament.
Creating his own Grimstroke combination.
Precious bounty.
These are good morphling combos he can use for the fights, and the team starting to pick up the pace.
Instantly silenced, and a beautiful soul bite, and now an ink swelled up pinball coming through straight to the heart of Gamin Gladiators. Dyrachyo's already burned down most of his mana. Pops his wand, but Dyrachyo, he needs to be able to get away from both Laurel and Yatoro, and he's been burned out. No chance there. Gamin Gladiators still have a chance, though, to be able to fight back around Ace and his Radiance, but without their carry, it's not looking great as Ace is going to be burned out of his first life. And they fight around this second one. Quinn's sticking around. They certainly don't want to be giving up Ace like this. Here's shot back.
Coming up in 2 seconds here. This late game is not 100%. Right? We're talking about mag, Void. It is very powerful. You're going to get some pickoffs like this for sure. And then Power is going to clean up the map. But there's like some weird things that can happen with Raid King Ags. There's some weird things
but they
happening.
just did it. 4 heroes, that's all they needed. Meanwhile, Celery being gone on by Yatoro. He just gets a bit of a poke, gets a reaction out of Gamin Gladiators. Ace will try and punish him, but
there's no follow-up.
Yeah, he needs a lot more. Celery's gonna try and chase up. The TPs are coming in here, tries to block him out with the Sprout, but Yatoro is running free. Dyrachyo chases after him, hits him with a time dilation, but it is a very forced move from Dyrachyo, but he gets it. He gets that kill, now turns back around on the Collapse. Oh, RP'd right in front of that tier 2, but silenced up just in the nick of time before his Skewer comes through.
He wants more.
Yeah, he does. He sees the opportunity. What a beautiful entrance from Dyrachyo into this game.
That is the power of stolen time dilation plus the time walk, right?
That's so much better for them. Hard Dispel to be able to help save this angle or this Faceless Void when they need it most. But maybe there's just too much firepower some of these times. As you can see from Gamin Gladiators, when their cores start linking up, and they're picking up the pace now. Dyrachyo looks like takes here to make the right read. They're going to smoke, backing themselves away. See if they can find the opening on Gamin Gladiators.
Going out that vision,
hits the ward on the high ground. BKB immediately goes out. Now he has to turn and chase, but he's not going to be close enough. Team Spirit got something big out of him, but they do hit a wall. That's going to be able to hit all those heroes. The RP does go on down the 2 heroes. They jumped into the RP. Dyrachyo's back to He's going to have to do all the damage from here on out, but the Rolling Thunder is dangerous. It slows him down with the matches, and the Rolling Thunder hits, and there's no chance. And now they leave Quinn. Yeah, trap him inside that Chronosphere. His BKB is gone. Get the rest. Oh, it's Gamin Gladiators who had an opportunity there to be able to upset, but now just what they feared the most, which was losing a fight and giving the Roshan to Team Spirit that may have just occurred, is a particular nuisance to them. As he once again leads forward, just using the creep to be able to find information. They got the Harpoon, Skewer back. Now he does have BKB locked down by the RP, but maybe the damage is going to be enough. It's going to be a close ball. Quinn starts walking away. Celery's going to jump in with the Wrath of Nature, soon coming out. He tries to use the Overseal Totem to get away from the Rolling Thunder while they jump forward on Dyrachyo. They want to get something out of this. They see an opportunity, surely, but they couldn't actually grab anybody, just lacking the disables.
Glimmercave posing problems for Dyrachyo as well, and just can't see anything to hit. And Team Spirit able to disengage after that Wrath of Nature rooted them all, which means Toro wants to go back.
He's got an opening here, looks for it with the Chronosphere. They were so grouped up on Gamin Gladiators, but he does have the vision. He's now been grabbed. They actually have that AoE. The calling goes out. He's on the other side. He actually gets away. Thanks, well, Time Walk undoes so much of the damage, and now Gamin Gladiators have to play it a little bit slow. Have to respect that Soulbind. They cleanse themselves of the ghost. That silence is now gone. The Soulbind is away. Toro, he's still waiting for his opportunity to get that call. Got 2, 3, 1 in the back, 2 in the front, and that's going to be the Aegis down for the Morphling, a second life for both him and Ace, though. And Toro fight through this one. Is he going to be able to get away? The shotgun room, the entangle as well. That's enough. They bring down the carry. Now for the rest, Team Spirit. Playing back into this one, the Inkswell, now Skewer, blocking them together. Whoa, maybe he can fight this one out. Dyrachyo waveforms over it, trying to separate from his team a little bit, make sure that Swashbuckle doesn't absolutely decimate them like it does Tofu. But in the back lines, Ace trying to chase out the wrong one on Melody, helps him out, but Dyrachyo dies. And Snarl, he does manage to finish him up just on the very tip. Just enough to be able to get that kill before he falls. Collapse tries to Skewer away, but locked out by Quinn in the end.
Cannot escape the inevitable, which is just too many lives on the side of Gamin. Now buyback from Celery gets another Wrath of Nature. Chrono attack speed here, plus this full Mjolnir. You get caught in this Chrono, it's a very different story than the last fight. How much room are you willing to give up right now?
Charge, they spawn Celery. Chronosphere on the 2 of them. So he's going to bring down the support first. Nice use of the dead shot there. That'll make sure Ace doesn't get punished too much. But Chronosphere for a 5 position. I don't think Gamin Gladiators mind that too much. Toro wants to be able to employ, right? He wants to Chronosphere, make sure that there's 1 hero or maybe 2 that gets no impact in the fight. Just like it looks like Quinn, who only barely gets off that, but he is going to be slowed down as soon as the BKB is worn away. The time dilation kicks into play. And yeah, Team Spirit have caught him.
I mean, the Raking Axe is great versus the ults. It's just a question of can you do anything with like the 5 seconds you have afterwards. Right, Dyrachyo gonna man up.
They're gonna jump onto this base of 4 team. They can burst him down. Once again, there's that Inkswell Harkness spell. Time Walk, and it kept collapse. He turns around, gets that RP on the 2 of them, locking down Dyrachyo and finish him off. But now Ace is gonna come back into this with not much support. With no Quinn, they knew they had the numbers advantage, and they take the fight to Gamin Gladiators no matter the cost. He gets a jump away. Force Staff helps him out, but it's not far enough. There is nowhere you can go. The collapse and Toro cannot follow.
That is a very bold move. When your Primal is dead, he's so much of your damage, so much of your burst damage. I mean, again, they're very close to bursting Toro, but the man knows his limits. Elvin took it up and
Tofu!
Yeah!
A shot from downtown claims the life of Toro.
Just as I caster cursed the hell out of him, he gets shot down. Well, the man knows his limits, but I guess not every
Back in the
play
game, though, they still don't have Ace. They're still looking forward with this smoke. They're with hesitant out here.
Toro?
Yeah, this is. I'm surprised Gamin Gladiators are surprised that they're even out here. What the hell is this one? Who's put him on the high ground? Oh, he doesn't have a TP. Where are you? Quinn! He's going to be able to get a force down to low ground, but that was an opportunity to get the pick off, but instead it's collapsed. Just finds the pick off. Another Overseal Totem for Celery, trying to keep him alive. Bump back in. Hold the Swashbuckle. Just really outside of the range there, and they do.
And
Toro's back into it. Dyrachyo will be the first one down. Quinn, he has BKB. Can he get it off? No, too many stuns.
This damage is ramped up so damn fast.
Oh, the left got him on the Inkswell.
Toro says you had your fun, you had your cliff walk, but I'm here to clean it up.
And Ace trying to get away desperately. Blink is up. He will get out.
Pace on their support. These are scary ones.
RP straight up in the top lane. He got caught. Trying to hit that tier 2. You can get nothing for free against Team Spirit. Collapse denies Dyrachyo that opportunity. Dyrachyo now.
No MKB in sight. You're going to have to do this the hard way. Just charge in and hope it goes your direction.
Checking it out, seeing who's TPing in. Or with the Lincolns. Got an extra life. He's got a BKB in his backpack for that second life. And then got an opportunity from Collapse. Old Celery out of position.
Right.
Dyrachio gonna try and use that Faceless Void form to be able to help out, but the Chrono Spear goes to the Morph. The Gold Scepter not actually grabbing the real, but Pyro's still up, and he finishes off the Morph like so easily. Now the RP gets the other two cores. Team Spirit so clean. The extra ghosts come out from the Wraith King, but he doesn't really do anything. Ace just pops GKB on the second life. They do manage to get another pick here on his Celery. He tries to jump forward. They've got nothing left in the tank on Gamin. Gladiators, they are all gonna fall. They're gonna throw their damage around. The Chiefs actually getting popped. His collapse got a little bit low, but into the foul ball goes. A rampage, maybe a double? No, Tofu's gonna deny him that. They're gonna call the GG unless pulled back in.
No, this one is
a second rampage to finally close it up.
I mean, why not add to his total, right? This is the player with the most rampages in a single TI run in history, and he will add some more to the stat page here. As Yatoro just...
30 seconds to battle.
And we are certainly ready for a game number 3. Though we certainly don't want to end it here. Seattle, do we want to see some more Dota? Here in the Cathedral in Seattle, we may just be witnessing the final game of the Grand Finals, but I'm
Dazzle
sure a lot of us
Spirit Breaker doing crazy Dazzle Spirit Breaker things, and Celery in trouble
in the bottom lane, and that is going to be your first blood. Collapse will claim it with a bash.
Of course, a little luck goes a long way. A classic Team Spirit strategy going back. But that mini haunt. Yep.
Real quickly, want to give a shout out to our observers, our hardworking observers who have been keeping us through this entire tournament. Ace, maybe in some trouble here. Mapochka, he's trying to dodge all of these ghosts. He doesn't want to leave the calling. He'll take that extra bit of damage to try and risk it, but he does end up falling as a result. And now Ace, he'll have some helping in from Tofu. Beautiful dead shot to push him back in, and Gaming Gladiators, a very clutch fight there for them. Tofu and Ace get a big win in their off lane.
That's melee foe. There's not much you can do against the poison touch here.
Yeah, this is looking like Quinn kind of needs one of his supports to die just to refill that bottle, and Celery may grant him that wish. He's going to get a double blood grenade before he goes, so this may be a fair trade-off if Dyrachio can claim his life, and he does manage to get it. It puts an early level into that Desolate, and it's just the added damage they need.
Honestly, I think Celery's okay with that. Solo XP for Dyrachio.
And there's that TP rotation to fill out Quinn's bottle. And try and help with the 6-minute rune. See if he's able to do so, but he's here, not going to worry about the runes here. Instead, they try and win this off-lane situation where Ace and Tofu were doing pretty well for themselves. They bring 3 heroes to the matter to bring down Ace if they can get him. Slowed down by the blood grenade. They only need a couple more hits. They've got more blood. Where that came from, apparently, gives them over that Lotus, and that's enough.
Evasion with the haze, enough for Ace to just walk off here.
I lied. They do care about that power room because they brought Collapse to secure it. Not just that.
This is a hero that scales very hard in Dota right now. Strong early game for Team Spirit. They're going to look to try and fight back, but Quinn with nice rotation, just eyeing Yatoro up here all alone. We'll get the hit back.
If you're just going to keep dying in your lane, you might as well rotate out of it, even if it means you're doing it pre-level 6. He gets to the other side. Dyrachio pursues.
Dagger does hit him.
Yeah, he's pretty damn slow, and he's going to hit him with another dagger. Mira, he needs the help from the Spirit Breaker. He has a snowball to buy a moment. Collapse, pops his ultimate, immediately goes for the kill on Tofu. See if they can trade things out here for the shard and the calling. That actually protects him there. Collapse doesn't want to trade 2 for 1, so he's going to go ahead and give up on that. They cannot afford to give any more kills to this Dyrachio Spectre.
Got rotate Laurel bottom. They really want to punish Dyrachio. There it is, coming back.
The 8-12 charge in, chaining the stuns and adding up on the damage. Spirit Breaker got that 5% bump.
Because Celery's been mid the whole time, right? Gonna limit where your observers are gonna go. It's a really cheeky kill on the Spectre. A nice shard to buy some time.
Good driving by Quinn. Gets around that little speed bump in the way. Hopefully Dyrachio can finish him up, but not quite. No, Shao Grave comes in for long. Perfect timing there. Quinn does manage to get some decent damage on his Toro, and he makes the difference. He makes it so Team Spirit can no longer fight bad. It's an overwhelming amount of team fight that he'll put to work to bring down Yatoro, and it looks like it's going to chase down Mapochka. Miro really trying for this one. He might just get himself killed in the process. Will it be good enough? Mapochka still dies. And sure enough, Mira, he's going to be in trouble as well. Good use of the shard, blocking him out, but he still falls. Cannot stop Gamin Gladiators as they bring all 5, learning from Team Spirit perhaps. The only way smoke across the map. They failed to get the initiation on Collapse. We're going to try and join Quinn for the power run. Quinn's going to need that help too. He sounds up the poison touch. The Inkswell's on top of him, but he does manage to get away with the swashbuckle just in time. The charge is going to complete. Collapse, he's got his ultimate. He may not even need it though. The poison touch slowed him down so much. And Mapochka is getting a TP out the shot. Oh, just so close, but it runs out. It doesn't get there in time. And now a snowball to the other side to meet Duraccio, as it is now him who is surrounded by Team Spirit heroes. Too many to count.
And that is a Midas Chaos Knight coming in and cleaning up the enemy carry there.
You think to themselves that if they can get the right kind of initiation here with the Rolling Thunder, they can follow it up with the Ice Blast, but Yatoro? He's at the staircase. It's going to be very awkward. The Soulbind does actually latch onto the 2 of them as Spectre jumps in. No way. Well, please tell me they're going to hit him. Oh, they barely got it.
In the fountain, he will go down. It wasn't even the blast. It was like an urn tick or something that got him in the end. Osak Grave. That was a nasty soulbind, something they're going to have to think about with Duraccio hunting in. They will find the big pick.
Ace is so close to his Radiance, he could not afford to get picked off here. So the first sign of danger, he uses his Primal Split. Though you could see the Spirit Breakers, pretty good answer to those Brewlings. No threat of dying here.
How much does Collapse think he can chunk through here?
Tofu just left him alone. Tofu was needed to be able to disrupt this combination, but now Ace is left alone, speeds himself away. Somehow the Inkswell didn't go off in time, but Mapochka didn't pop that one. Duraccio was like, okay, now it's my opportunity. Hello, Mapochka. Oh, almost got him with a fear shot there on the left-hand side, but Mapochka still died. Collapse in trouble, had to charge instead, opts for the TP out, but that doesn't make it.
Calculations not on point here. Yeah, he could have just charged the other side of the map. Maybe he didn't have a good target, but it was a mid-wave. They will collect a 3x streak off him.
Such an important kill, too. Gaining Gladiators with the Ice Blast on top of Laurel. Now, Collapse and Laurel, who were very much needed to be able to buy Yatoro time. Now they've both fallen. It's still a long road ahead for Gaming Gladiators because they're only 2K net worth up. They've hit some timings, yes, but they still have to worry about the double hand of Midas. They have to play this clean. They need to be able to get good execution, but they can't afford to use any pickoffs. Good roll in from Quinn. From behind, though, trapping Team Spirit. Shot goes out, looking for more. The Dazzle was shown there. Quinn getting in front of him. Blocks him out with a swashbuckle, slows him down with the inhibit from the diffuser blade. Allows Duraccio to do the damage. He pops the shallow grave. Laurel, he really wants to pick off Quinn. Will he get that kill? The poison touch. He's got a regen. A Lotus given over to him as well. That, would have been a factor if it wasn't for all the anti-heal they have. And then also the Chaos Strike, that lifesteal that the Chaos Knight is so dependent on.
And there is no downtime for this lineup.
Looking to burn down a mana. They try and give him over a little bit. See if he can charge his way out of there, but he's silenced up by the calling, trapped in the corner. And then they use that Storm Panda to be able to catch more. Laurel is going to die as well. The Dazzle getting no footing in this game.
Ace making his presence felt, and this was with a second item, Boots of Travel. So this isn't even some like early core item.
Mapochka looks like he didn't have a way back to the base, so he tried to skirt on through Gaming Gladiator side of the map, but he was spotted, and he will be brought down.
This Bruce Spectre combination working wonders right now as Ace is 5-0 and 10.
Smoke up. Slips right past Team Spirit. The high ground ward immediately spots Mapochka, and Duraccio recognizes that is the hero he wants to get first, and the dead shot bounces over to Yatoro and hit by the Rolling Thunder. He's trapped, caught, and there's nowhere to go from there. Too many disables on the side of Gaming Gladiators, and they have way too much damage.
You're trying to wrap this game out right now, and that is a big paradigm shift from games 1 and 2.
Yeah, how do you wrap though against a Spectre and, well, you got this Quinn. He is running around with a Bandolier. You're not going to be able to solo in a lane for very long. It only takes a few seconds for Gaming Gladiators to spot the opportunity and jump onto an Ice Blast, not even needed. Tofu has the damage necessary to kill the support by himself.
The really nice thing about what's happening right now for Gamin is
he's going to pop it here, looking for Mira. Just get the vision on him. They'll spot him now, and there it is. They jump immediately. Snowball, trying to put to work, but it just means he's going to be dragged back in. Does mean he's going to shard, but unfortunately, Duraccio doesn't care about your blocks there. The Ice Shards does nothing when he has free pathing here. Charge canceled by the Spirit Breaker.
Rolling Thunder very far away. He's just going to nick it from 3,000
because at any point in time, the Spectre can join him as soon as he gets that initiation, but they don't quite catch him. The Ice Blast got him stretched out. Yutoro may see an opportunity to turn this around. Yeah, he's gonna go for Dyrachyo here with the snowball to hit the ground. There's so many heroes. They dispel out the Phantasm, but Yutoro himself, he will bring down, he will use his own hands and take down the enemy carry. Now looks to finish up these rulings if possible. Gamin Gladiator trying so hard. The last one is gonna die. Double kill for Yutoro, and they turn back for Celery. A blink away from Quinn. He cannot afford to get caught here, but he doesn't have a TP. If he gets spotted,
they scanned him. They know.
On the scan. Uh-oh. Quinn's gonna be in for a rude awakening in a second here. He just needs his blink up, and he gets him by the Dicto. Swatch will go to the side, but they have the silence on him. The Ghost remains with Quinn. He tries to go for a roll-up play, but he's got nowhere to roll away to.
Look at TP back.
Stuck in the corner, gets some good damage from Swashbuckle. Too many heroes.
Really nice scan to finish up that fight, and I mean, a little overextension there under a tier 2 gives a really good fight to Yutoro. Aggressive smoke, get vision back on the map. It keeps setting up these pickoff plays for Dyrachyo, who's the one maybe getting picked off here. Yutoro just walks in blind. Get him up the
back in, but the silence is doing a lot of work. Quinn tries to roll up, but collapsing. The Ice Blast does manage to grab 2 of those cores. Roll up the snowball onto Dyrachyo. Yutoro's in big time trouble to give him the shallow grave. Laurel
what a charge.
BKB, but a beautiful charge. Locking out some of these heroes is not enough. Yutoro still falls, and now with the tops up in the air, Laurel will come down to a hard reality. Crash out, he does have the BKB, and look at that Aghanim Scepter with so many units around him. It's so much heal. He is not going to die so easily. Gaming Gladiators thought they had an easy target. He will fight to the bitter end. He'll bring down Dyrachyo before he finally falls. Collapse stuck though in the silence. The buyback required from Gaming Gladiators because Laurel was too tough of a nut to crack.
That looked way closer than it should have been. Pointing out, she had to clean up, which sounds easier than it actually looked like. Right?
All of those solutions and rulings play against Gaming Gladiators in the worst way. And in the end, Laurel Living does get Dyrachyo killed. Well,
have to. That team fight definitely helps. Still 500 off here, but that's going to be a large damage ramp. Shadow Step comes out. Look,
Dyrachyo's trying to do this solo. It's a bit dangerous. Collapse. They're going to try and turn back around. They do have the Ice Blast that'll finish off here pretty easily. And Collapse, he's got to be careful of his damage. When Yutoro, he comes in, swipes down Dyrachyo. But the rest of the team is now here from Gaming Gladiators looking for the catch. But Collapse has already rolled away. Ball taken out. Oh, the one shot. It's not quite enough. They have no stuns. Collapse breaks free.
Straight through the man's heart. He did not care. He just Dyrachyo and gets the hell out. That is a full silver edge reveal done.
And now the Aegis is going to be taken away from Quinn.
The pickoff game is shifting, right?
Yes, it is. They're not respecting the Shadow Blades, not respecting the aggression, but the Yule Scepter stalls him up. Collapse. Yutoro actually has BKB. They do catch the Ancient Bridge. He's going to die pretty damn quickly there. Roll up. The ruling's going to work, though.
They need to
stalling out Yutoro. Now that his BKB is on cooldown, now their magic damage can really go to work, and they can slice and dice through that carry pretty damn quickly. Poshka, obviously, he doesn't have much hope of living through this. So the fight does turn against them. Not the worst, though, for Team Spirit, I would say. Just purely the fact that, you know, ultimately the end game is okay with me. We're still getting some good trade-offs in fights. I'm still going to try and limit your split push by going on you wherever you can.
Doesn't want to let him get away with a tier 2 for free.
BKB, they stick on top of with the silence and the stuns. It's enough. Quinn is stunned up for so long. And now Tofu's going to be in some trouble as well. He pops his ultimate. That just kind of delays things a little bit, but there's no one coming to save him.
If you're getting multiple Ink Souls off of these fights, it's probably going to win you the engagement. And right now, you're just getting outnumbered at a tier 2. You overextended on. Courier will die as well. No Brewmaster ultimate for that type of fight. In this whole time and climbing the charts. This game is a 1K net worth lead now at 32 minutes. Dead even. And everything depends on these team fights. Collapse to pick
the right kind of initiation here. A charge that hits both the ports. Quinn on the run here. They beat it to jump after him. Laurel chasing after him with that charge to be able to slow him down. Yeah, he's not going anywhere. 3 dead on the side of Gaming Gladiators, and Team Spirit have changed this game. The narrative was supposed to be Gaming Gladiators controlling and seeing if they can end it, but Team Spirit has turned this all back around in the space of just 5 to 7 minutes.
And this is the Spirit Breaker problem. What happens when you enter the mid-game and this hero starts to take over the lanes, get mega farm, and suddenly one charge, you're down half your HP. Inkswell just makes this combo even more oppressive. You cannot get snowball dodged. You can't really just A-ult some random supports. It's not going to be good enough to win the fight. You need to connect this ult on a big target and collapse. He's just going to lead the charge with Bulldoze here. Not very much. Well, both carries on the other side of the
him just running in there.
This is a fight without Yatoro.
Oh, that ward somehow slips past detection. Oh, no, he's got it. Crazy Lincoln gets him with the Dispel on the Old Scepter, but it is going to cost Celery his life. He does have buyback. He's going to play for it. Quinn off the mark there with his blink in, trying to hit some heroes, but they've already popped their BKBs that are resetting a little bit. Celery, he's going to try and walk back into this fight. He's got to be careful, though. He may get caught by Collapse. He spots it.
Found the Ace again.
Tower. Yeah, that Ancient Apparition's gone. No more Ice Blast for you to be able to use. Ace has to use his ultimate. He knew Yatoro was gunning for him there, and he could have been chain stunned up. Now they back away. Primal Split being used. If they can get everybody out, it's a dream for Team Spirit. Collapse is making that momentum, though. Pushed back by the Void Panda. Now hit by the Orchid. If they can kill Collapse, that'd be great, but he has so many Dispels, so he heals. Mira jumping in, goes for the back line. The Pango's been caught, and Yatoro, he destroys him so instantly. Now turns his damage on the Durachi. Back by Collapse. A charge on through Tofu. He does manage to get the point tap down to low ground. Does get a dead shot onto Collapse, but he's still pretty damn healthy, and they can't turn this one around. It is all Team Spirit, and they will feast on the Brewmaster last.
Team fight decision making just off the charts here. I mean, the Kaidi with the ult just make it look way too easy right now. And so many charges going through from Collapse. He is looking for the high five, and he will get it here.
That was a fight for Roshan, but it is now a fight to hit high ground.
I mean, that's a fight for Ace.
Uh-oh.
What are you going to do if you don't have the buybacks or you're not willing to commit them right here?
Now he's got a Groove Shot with an Aghanim Scepter. Silver Edge fully complete.
They are creating too many problems. You can't deal with any of them. Level 25 also coming out on Collapse, so even more bashes on top of the Ags. You thought this Spirit Breaker was causing you problems before. He's going to be causing them trouble now. There's a Swell. There's Four Staff's Grave. Both going to take the
first down. Oh, man! Before you can even complete the sentence, he's already gone. They do have an Ice Blast, though. They're pretty well positioned. Duracio's already cleaned up the Grim Shield. It's not too bad, but Duracio, he needs to get out of there. Oh my god, that's so much.
Buyback from the
It's
Spectre.
too much damage. Spectre has to win this now, but he has to be careful of that dazzle. They have to be able to take away this Aegis at the bare minimum. Surely they have to go for more. They have to risk it. Collapse is going to charge on through to make sure you can't set up on Yatoro. Now Yatoro will turn back around on you. He's ready for that fight. He pulls back into Duracio. This could be it for Gamin Gladiators, and let's find a way out of it. Quinn's dead next. Now Duracio, a dive back for him. He falls. Tofu's pulled back in. He is pulled to his death, down into his grave. Quinn, last man standing for Gamin Gladiators.
Mira about to kick this team straight out of the tournament if he has his way. And they're going to go right for the throne.
Quick reactions from Quinn. Has to blink away. Just one little opening is all it takes with Mira lurking from behind.
Ace back up. We'll see what he can do to stall this out. Gonna need one hell of a Primal Split here.
Toro starts pushing forward. Mira doesn't quite get it there. They actually stop the Spirit Breaker right in front of their base, but they're locked in by the shards. Quinn's able to hop around it, but now the Spirit He's ultimate place. He can't do anything against that, but at least the Brewmaster can.
And they kick him in.
The Dota explodes, and now he's been...
Welcome to hell.
Oh no! It is too much for Gamin Gladiators to be able to handle. They are not going to be able to get through this. They have to pray to get out, but the Cathedral is merciless. It is Team Spirit who are unstoppable. They will take it. The best team in the whole goddamn world, without a doubt. Silence every other team. 3-0.